Have you guys followed the Iran war very much?
We're blockading the blockade that they blockaded us so they can't blockade.
There's a real inception going on there, and I don't know who's in the very end of the blockade.
So, at first, Iran had a blockade, but the U.S. was keeping the oil flowing. And I think the idea behind that was they didn't want the rest of the world mad at us, and they didn't want American citizens so angry at the war that, you know, a full blockade stopping the exports would raise gas prices even more and citizens would get mad. Okay. But then it became kind of clear, like, we're just really enriching Iran with this. Barrels of oil are shipping out at 100, 110 sometimes. You know, like, everyone's doing great under this except us. They're getting like $2 million in tolls and all the oil prices so high. Iran's just getting tons and tons of money. So we're like, shucks, this seems like a bad strategy. Let's cut off Iran's ability to export. Well, that hurts China. Like, you know, we don't get much oil from, of course, it's all fungible, but like a lot of their oil goes to other places in Asia, including China. And part of it, I think, is just to make Iran have less money. They're not exporting as much anymore. And part of it is to get people like China to put pressure on Iran to bow to our will so that they can keep the oil flowing. Is it a good idea or a bad one? I don't know. Half the news sources say it's stupid and it's a blockade of a blockade and you're dumb and China's just going around the blockade anyway. And then I look into that some more and I'm like, well, okay. Normally 130 ships a day go through this strait. Now it's 8. That's pretty blockaded, right? That's not the same number. I know all my numbers.
We're so fucked. Yeah. We're so fucked. Everything is
ballsy pilot captains. Not
pilots. Someone in our Discord was like, this will probably be sorted out by next year. I'm like, no. This is going to be worse than COVID. Prices are never going to be
sorted out by next year.
Oh, but because the infrastructure that they're destroying throughout the Middle East, like the entire in Dubai and Qatar and fucking Saudi Arabia. Some of that they've already said will take many years to repair. Like, they've destroyed tens of billions of dollars worth of oil and natural gas infrastructure that will take a long time to repair. Not only that, like, what's coming down the pipeline is increased cost for everything. So like everything that we use, every consumer item is shipped to us on a diesel truck with that $7 a gallon diesel. A quarter or 25% of the world's fertilizer. Oh, I don't know what it costs.
Is that hyperbole? Okay.
I don't know what it's at right now. 25% of the world's fertilizer comes from there. So now all the food is more expensive because there's less food. Like creating scarcity, making the food more expensive.
It's all downstream of that oil.
And we've already seen what the major corporations do when in an event like this. They don't. When they finally get their pipeline of supply back, they don't drop the prices. They keep them right where they are. This is the new normal. This is the new normal for you. And unless you're like PepsiCo with Doritos, they really stepped in shit. They were selling Doritos at $7 a bag. They lost billions of dollars. They've had a complete rework, and now they're spending all this money being like, Doritos now only this price. Like they're freaking out. The bags say it on them. Like price drop to this. Yeah. Like it's printed on the bags and stuff.
For the britches with the Doritos.
They're trying to get their Dorito customers back because people, I stop by, like, I don't buy Doritos, but occasionally I'll get some Doritos. Like, overrated. I would see them at like $7 a bag. And like, I don't want Doritos. Like Doritos aren't $7 a bag potato chips. Like, no thanks. Corn chips.
I don't know what is $7 a bag potato chip.
It had to be a big fucking bag.
Even Cape Cod isn't pulling that.
Trash bags full of Doritos I will buy for $7.
Yeah,
that's fair. You get bulk, and then you're like, "Well, I got to finish it. It's open." Like,
it's gonna go stale if I don't eat this whole trash bag.
So I'm gonna eat Doritos. I have to go blue, not red.
I am going out of my way watching like left and right news sources on Iran, and I just feel like I don't trust anyone at this point. They are absolutely cheerleading it on Fox News, and Gutfield is so smug as he leans back in his chair and talks about how we're crushing Iran, how we took out their Navy and their Air Force. Their Navy and Air Force were 57 years old, something like that. Like,
they were targets to hit, not people to fight. It wasn't combat, it was target practice. And there is something to be said for that. But the thing to be said isn't, God, we're amazing. It's, we're good at target practice. We hit everything that we wanted to hit. Well, of course we did. It was just sitting there We saw it. We can see it from space.
We spent billions and billions and dozens of more billions to take out 55-year-old airplanes from the 70s. That's what we did. And we're gloating. Like,
it's absurd.
It's kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, they needed to be taken out. I mean,
what were they going to do?
Did they,
what
though?
were they going to do? Were they going to shoot us down? We were going to have aerial dogfights like Top Gun with Iran? No.
Yeah. Some guy on that boat's using a sextant, like looking at stars. Like, I don't give a fuck. No one wanted this war.
It doesn't seem like we've impacted their ability to do stuff. Like, they still have their missiles, they still have their drones, they still control the strait to some extent, I guess. I don't know. We just spent way too much money to take out 50-some-year-old garbage military equipment.
I saw polls about America, like the average American support for Israel over the past 7 years. And it's like minus 50 plus points. Like, never has a country tanked its reputation in another country that they entirely depend on, but seemingly control also, the way Israel has. Like, no one is on board with this. No one who isn't like a war hawk is on. Like, the Lindsey Grahams are obsessed with it. Like, there are certain billionaires who are obsessed with it. Political parties like it, but no, the average person on the ground sees no reason to have a problem with Iran, and it's boost.
So that last part ties into where I was headed. I haven't seen politicians really like run towards what seems like a demand waiting to be bought. You know, like, there are people who are looking for a get us out from under Israel's influence political candidate, and I don't see anyone running as that guy.
AOC.
You don't get that high unless you toe the line.
AOC's your gal. If you want that, she's like, she doesn't even want to give Israel defensive measures anymore. You know, like she's completely like cut them off.
I'm kind of with her. Like, and not even a forever ever. Like, I'm okay with having Israel as an ally, but with friends like them, who needs enemies, right? They literally started bombing Lebanon like the day after our ceasefire. Like, we're not on the same page.
Yeah.
Well, Iran it does, and that's why we're not at peace anymore.
I have no qualm with Lebanon.
Yes.
Oh my God, it's so funny. You said, did you see the Huckabee and Tucker interview? Huckabee's like, we got a real problem there in southern Lebanon. He's like, I'm an American. I don't have any problems in southern Lebanon. Like,
it was great. It was the Lebanon coast, and he's like, I live in Maine. I don't have problems with the Lebanon coast. I'm like, make it matter to America. Show us how Lebanon's not just the 51st state, or maybe we're Israel's second state. I can't tell nowadays.
Seems like the latter.
They are
like, we're not forcing their guys to go fight for us for our geopolitical interest. It's only
they're annexing Lebanon. They're annexing Lebanon. I think that's where Fish's people are from. So you can imagine he is just constantly posting his shit.
He should be. It's absurd what they're doing to Lebanon and the entire region.
Fish, if you see this, you are a gullible person. You voted for Trump. You believed what Trump told you. You should not be able to buy a new car on your own. You need an adult to hold your hand because you are easily fooled. You are easily fooled. He has only ruined life for people like you.
I don't think he can vote.
Learn from this.
They can't vote.
He threw his support behind Trump.
Oh,
such that it is.
Well, he's done the exact opposite of everything he said, and that's why Trump has lost It was men under 40, people under 40, that got Trump over the finish line for deportations, voter ID, reduction visas, and no new wars. And he's done the exact opposite in all forms. That's why they're going to lose. He's a pathetic, cowed by Israel.
I don't think he's gay.
Whatever. It doesn't. I'm using it in the pejorative, mean sense. Not saying that he fucks men, because that's just being gay. We're all okay with that.
We are.
He's a in such a sense that he is totally controlled,
like a Harley rider
being used. He was a Trojan horse. If he was doing all the things that got him elected, people would like him, or the people that got him elected would like him. But he's doing the opposite, and so fuck him.
He's a very likable individual. I find him to be incredibly charismatic. Yeah, I really do. Like
okay,
I'd say like
he doesn't even have funny moments anymore, man.
A lot of people find him charismatic. It never worked on me. I never liked.
He seems folksy and down to earth, despite what he is. Like we all know he's like a Manhattan billionaire, but you see him at a UFC event, and he really does just seem like a dude. And I don't care
about that. He's a tool. Politicians are tools, and they're to get things done. And if he's not doing the things that everyone under 40 elected him for, then throw him in jail. Fuck him. Like, he's useless. He's a broken hammer. Toss him in the trash.